Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and man, I'm excited to show you this one. This game is kicking my butt in all the best ways. It's called Unstoppable, the latest in the Renegade solo series. And as always, we don't accept any compensation for our coverage. We just want to help you make an informed decision. I'm going to do a full solo playthrough of this one, then give my impressions at the end. And I don't usually do this, but I love this game so much, I'm going to do a bonus play on Patreon to show off one of the more complex scenarios. I'm going to keep it a bit simple for this video so you can see the basics of how the game plays. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. Like I said, we have extra playthroughs and top 10 lists and lots of great content over there. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation and come say hi on our Discord. So how to describe Unstoppable in just a sentence or two? Well, what if I told you that Warp's Edge, the awesome bag/deck building boss combat of Warp's Edge, had a baby with John DeClaire and all of his Mystic Veil, Dead Reckoning, card construction style mechanics. And that's basically Unstoppable. You have one of 4 characters. You have a deck of cards, but each card has a good card for you on one side and an enemy on the other. On your turn, you'll have a certain number of action discs. You can use them to play cards from your hand. This is the number of actions required. The most common effects are going to be to deal damage, this little orange icon, or to gain credits, this little yellow icon. Damage will go on enemies, and when they've taken enough, you'll take them and flip them, and those will go into your hand. But you're going to be upgrading your stuff too. At the beginning of every round, you get to take a card from these offers up here of increasing levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But whenever you get a card, you secretly put it in with an enemy card, and you create a new little combo that you won't know what it is at first, of a good card and a bad card again. But this is John DeClaire, so you know he won't stop there. You can also buy these upgrades with the credits I mentioned earlier and slot them in up to 1 bottom and 1 top tab for each card to make them stronger, but also to make the enemy stronger. So lots of fun choices there. And at least in the set that they sent me, there are 3 different bosses to play against. I'm doing the Harbinger, which is the most basic one. They gave me 2 of their boss enemies in my deck at the beginning of the game, and I'm going to get more as I progress and level up in the game. You'll see what that looks like. Meanwhile, this little boss token is moving every turn. These numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, are going to increase the strength of all the enemies I face, so the enemies will be naturally leveling up as I'm getting stronger. And I have to kill the boss, in the Harbinger's case, just by defeating Harbinger enemies that he's added to me before he gets this little skull and crossbones space. But also at the end of every turn, each enemy that's still alive is going to deal damage to me. It'll be stopped by armor, potentially, if I've gained any, but then I'll take it as life, and if I go down to 0 life, I also lose. So those are sort of the core basics of the game. We'll get into more specific as we go. Let's play Unstoppable. So the first phase of each turn is the upkeep phase. You gain 3 action points, which are these little wooden tokens here. If you have any allies in play, I don't have anything in play yet, this is all in my hand, but if you have allies, which is like this chief of staff I started with, then you get to refresh them. So you can basically exhaust them once per turn to do cool things. And the other type of cards you have are tactics. Those you play and then discard at the end of the turn. So allies give you recurring effects, tactics are usually once each. But yeah, nothing else for the upkeep phase. Now I go to the draft phase. I'm going to look at my level. By the way, I should mention everything here is a prototype. They said that the words are going to get bigger, the icons are going to get bigger, they're going to fix some other general things, but I think the game is playing great even without any of that. But yeah, so you have these 2 tokens for your level, a little one that your token goes into, and then the smaller one. And a lot of effects in the game will let you move this token up. And during this draft phase, you're going to take 3 cards from the level of card that your token is above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they get better and better. You'll take 3 of those cards and you're going to add 1 of them directly to your hand. So that's the other way you draw cards each turn. But whenever you do that, your level token jumps back to the beginning. But when you level up, which happens when you go through your entire deck, both tokens will move up. So you will, no matter what, eventually be getting to the highest levels unless you just die. But I've got to take 3 cards and pick 1 of them to add to my hand. The other 2 are going to go under the deck. So I already mentioned tactics and allies and the cost and actions. So to play this Viren Sympathizer would take 3 actions, Dangerous Dealings 1, Data Transfer would take 0. In addition, many cards, not all, but many, will show one of the 4 factions in the game, and a lot of cards will key off of which factions you have in play and in your hand. One of the nice things is all bonuses that are based on factions are always for things in your hand and in play, so it doesn't really matter like what state the card is in. All right, so this data transfer says that I get to move my level token, so that would mean I would get a better card next round. And then it says unite. If X is 3 or more, I don't know why they have the plus before, it should be 3 plus instead of plus 3, then you level up again. And each faction has one keyword like this. So the Council of the Little Crystal Ones has the Unite keyword. And Unite means that I have at least that many factions in my hand and in play. So like if I owned all 3 of these cards, which have 3 factions, then I would get this bonus. But yeah, this literally just levels up. It doesn't actually do any damage or give me any armor or anything that, helps me win. So I don't think I'm going to pick that one. All right, next is Dangerous Dealing, which is the Junkers faction. 1 action to get 2 credits. Yeah, the Junkers tend to be more focused on credits. And then if you have 2 or more upgrades on cards in your hand and in play, you deal 2 damage. That's pretty solid. Give me some money to upgrade. Although remember that these upgrades will both upgrade the enemy and my cards. But that's a pretty cool one. Okay, and then what's up with this Viren Sympathizer? We take all my actions for the turn, but every turn, this is the exhaust icon. It means once per turn you can tap them to get this bonus. They'll be able to do 2 damage. But yeah, I don't think I have the actions for it. I'm going to go for the Dangerous Dealings, and the other 2 go on the bottom of the deck. And again, if I was farther up, I would move my level down, but I'm not. So I take this, I slot it in with the topmost card from the threat deck here. This deck is constructed based on the boss. You use different sets of, at least in this base set, there are 3 different types of enemies. You mix and match them. And I don't get to see what that enemy is, but this card comes straight to my hand, so I've got it to play this turn. All right, so that's the draft phase. Now we get to the main phase. This is the heart of the game. I can, in any order and as many times as I want, play cards from my hand, as long as I spend the required actions, exhaust allies for their bonuses if I have allies in play, and or buy upgrades for cards. And to show you what upgrades look like, this is the cost in credits to add them. Each of them is going to have either a top or bottom tab, and a card can only have 1 top tab and 1 bottom tab. This is the bonus I will get. This is the bonus the enemy will get. And you'll see that some are like really good, but they also help the enemy a lot, and some not so much. Like this Empowered only costs 1. It gives me +2 attack. Heck yeah. But it makes the enemy have +2 attack too, which is pretty terrible. Compare it to the 1000 watt arc capacitor, costs 2 instead of 1. Still gives me +2 attack, but only gives the enemy +1 attack and gives me a level up, or at least moving my little level token when I defeat the enemy. So that's way better than that, but it costs more. And some will say they can only upgrade tactics. That's most of them. Some can only upgrade allies, so I could give my chief of staff a las pistol, and then he would do 2 damage every time he exhausted instead of 1, but the enemy on the other side would gain a damage. Now you might ask, hey Mike, allies stay in play and you get to use them every turn, right? Sort of, but whenever you go through your entire deck and level up, they all get discarded. So every time you go through your full deck, you'll need to fight the ally again to be able to play them. And one final thing about upgrades, and then we can get back to the game. Some of them will have a color and bonuses based on the card type. So this one costs 2 less if added to a Viren card. And I was going to show you the icon, and none of them are on top. Well, that one ally I didn't take had that icon. So some upgrades are cheaper for specific faction cards. All right, now looking at the cards in my hand, I've got spare credits. It costs 0 actions, gets me a credit. Pretty basic. Spike, this is the starting attack card. 1 damage, costs 1 action. Dangerous Dealings, that is added, you saw that. And then my Chief of Staff is one of Tiberius Plex's starting cards. For each of the 4 characters has 3 unique cards that they start with. He does 1 damage, and then if my level is 3 or higher, I get to do that Unite effect, where having more factions will give me a bonus. In this case, it'll give me armor, which is temporarily going to block damage for the turn, but all your armor zeroes out at the end of each turn, so you can't just build it up forever. So yeah, since he's a counselor, I want to spread out my factions a bit, so I guess it's good that I got Dangerous Dealings and didn't just like hyper-focus on one type of faction. So you already know what credits do. How does damage work? So each enemy is going to have some icons. You're going to have swirly attack things like this, and then you're also going to have more metallic looking with a little black hex defense icons like this. And you're going to have icons that have numbers and icons that have skulls. So the Syrian Thief has 1 attack and skull attack. What does that mean? The skull numbers are equal to the current value for the boss, which is 0 at the moment. Which means the Thief at the moment has 1 attack plus 0 attack, 1 overall. The Sporling has 1 attack, 1 defense plus 1 more defense. So 1 attack and 1 defense overall. And the amount of damage you need to deal to kill somebody is the total, the sum of their attack and defense. So the Syrian Thief has 1 attack, 0 defense, would take 1 damage to kill him. The Sporling has 1 attack and 1 defense plus 0 more defense, so it would take 2 to kill him. Difference between attack and defense is that if you don't kill an enemy, the attack is how much they hit you back for and how much life damage you're going to take. So generally speaking, attack is worse than defense. Some enemies will also have keywords. The Sporling has Taunt. That means, as you can probably imagine, I got to hit him before I can hit the other guys. Now, importantly, each instance of damage, each actual icon, can only be applied to a single enemy. But a given card that has multiple icons, you can split up. So, like if I upgraded the strike with this arc capacitor, which I am thinking about doing, I would get to do one instance of 1 damage and one instance of 2 damage. And you can do whatever order you want. So I could do 2 to the Spoiling, get rid of his taunt, and then do 1 to the Thief. Good to go. In fact, yeah, you know what? I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to spend 2 credits as my first action to upgrade the strike with this arc capacitor. Again, this one is better than the other one, the empowered, because it's dealing the same amount of damage, but I'm getting a level up and less of a boost to the enemy in the mix. I'm just sliding this in between the cards. Boop. Whenever you buy an upgrade, you immediately replace it with the top one from the deck, and there are also lots of ways to clear out the market. All right, now let's play some things and kill some folk. I'm going to play the strike for 1. And I'm doing 2 damage, then 1. I'll do 2 to the Spoiling and kill him. So he immediately comes to my hand. It's my character's unique card, Thrive on Chaos. We'll get to that in a second. And I'll do another damage to 1 of the Thieves, which gets me another strike. There's no max hand size for most of the game, but whenever you go through your entire deck and level up, which you'll see when we actually get through there are 2 ways to level up, then you have to discard down to 3 cards. You don't want to have a billion cards in your hand. So yeah, Thrive on Chaos is another one of Tiberius Plex's unique cards. It says if there are 3 or more active threats, gain 1 money, and then if I'm at level 2 or higher, gain another money for each active threat with damage. It's pretty good. It seems like I want to get some leveling up for this guy. Ooh, also, interestingly, look, I do have 3 different factions now for my Unite. Oh no, that's level 3. I would have gained 3 armor, 1 for each unique faction in my hand and play, if I had level 3 or higher, which I don't. So I should maybe get a card that levels me up next time I have a chance. All right, what else do I want to play? I don't really need to play cards that are dealing damage and stuff, but I do have actions to spend. So let's do my spare credits for 1, and that costs no actions. Might as well do my dangerous dealings. I'm not going to get the attack bonus, but I do get 2 more credits. The gold ones are 3 values, so there we go. And then even though he's not doing it much yet, I'll go ahead and play my Chief of Staff for an action because he'll hang out and keep on helping me fight for a while. And I could tap him to deal 1 damage. Oh, actually, never mind. There's 1 guy left. What the heck am I talking about? I will kill the Thief, and I get another strike. All the Thieves have strikes on the back. All right, and that's it for my main phase. I don't want to upgrade anything else yet. I might as well see what's coming. So now I have the threat phase. I take damage from every active threat, which is none. But let's say the Cerevian Thief had still been alive. He would have had 1 attack plus the boss's level, which is 0. So he would have done a single damage. Again, if I go to 0, I'm dead. But that didn't happen. We are good. Now we go to the cleanup phase. We discard all played tactics. They'll go over the left of my board until I go through my whole deck and level up, and then I'll shuffle them back in and have to fight them again. I lose all unspent action points. I already spent them all. I reset armor to 0. It's already 0. I refill the battlefield with active threats. So normally you're refilling to 3. Okay, and I didn't get any, but there are enemies that have the fast keyword, and they don't count against the 3, so they could get you to 4 or 5 or 6. I did, by the way, get both of my starting boss threats. The boss added these to my deck, and these are how I kill the boss. Each time I kill one of these, for this boss, I'm going to deal 1 damage to him. Once I've dealt 12, he's defeated. And the last step is to advance danger by 1. Which is going to keep it on 0. Now, this is the main way they're doing difficulty in the game. You pick a difficulty and you skip colors of that difficulty. So when you're playing on easy, which is what I'm doing for this game just to show you how it works, you skip the green spaces. So basically I would go from 4 over here straight to the skull and crossbones and die. But if you're playing on normal, you skip yellow, so the enemy levels up a little bit faster, and you miss some bonus things. All these little icons on spaces are bonuses. They don't hurt you. And if you're playing on hard, you skip red. So I would have already been on level 1, boosting all the enemy skull values to 1. All right, except for leveling up, you've seen basically all the mechanics for the game. Let's go back to upkeep. So I get 3 action points, I refresh my ally, and that's it. And now I get a draft, and I'm still on level 1. So I've got to exceed my limits. Ooh, it moves my level token, and then if I have 5 life or less, I deal 2. Well, that's not going to happen. I've got this little scrap bot, another ally. Costs 2 actions, and he gives me a damage or a credit every turn. And then finally, I've got a council card, local target, a tactic for 2 actions, does 2 damage. And then if X is 3 or more for Unite, that's the trash symbol. I can trash a card in play, in my hand, or in my deck, which actually sounds pretty darn good. Ooh, yeah. Do I have the actions to pay that? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play both my strikes if I get that, but I like calling my deck. Because in this game, you can get rid of the weakest cards, although usually that also means you're getting rid of the weakest enemies. But then maybe more importantly, you're leveling up more quickly and not wasting your card draws with those weaker cards. So yeah, I think I'm going to get local target. And what have I got now? I got to do 1 damage to the thief. This guy's got 3 attack and 0 defense and 2 attack and 0 defense. And pay attention to their abilities down here. Sometimes enemies have bonuses when you kill them. So when I defeat the archivist, I get to do a 4 damage attack to one enemy. When I defeat the acolyte, I get to do a 3 damage attack to one enemy. So it seems like the easiest way to do this would be to defeat the acolyte. For 2 damage, he'll do 3 to the activist, or the archivist. He'll do 4 to the thief, and I'll be done with just 2 damage. Wow. Yeah, like I said, easy is maybe a little too easy. By the way, this guy has the rage keyword. That's a bad one. That means if I let him attack, if I don't defeat him when we get to the threat phase, he'll also make me discard 1 ally from play. But there's only 5 of these keywords, and they're all summarized on here. They're pretty easy to memorize once you play a bit. All right, so what am I going to play? I think I'll play Thrive on Chaos just to get a credit. I'm not going to get the level 2 bonus, but that's okay. I don't really want to upgrade. I always want to wait to upgrade until I need it, if that makes sense. Then I'm going to play Local Target for 2, which gets me 2 damage. And then if I have at least 3 factions in my hand and in play, I get to trash a card. And I do, right? I should. Wait, do I not? Oh, crud. That's right. Dangerous Dealings I already played. Shoot. So maybe I'll hang on to this for a second. Maybe I should even play Thrive on Chaos then. Yeah, let's keep that. Because I can wait till next turn when I theoretically can get a different faction, and then I'll get the bonus, because I really want the trash effect. Okay, so let's use the Chief of Staff to do 1 damage to the Acolyte, and let's use... I didn't do any actions yet, did I? Yeah, so let's use a single action to play a regular strike. That'll do a 2nd damage to this guy. When he's defeated, he does 3 to this guy. When he's defeated, he does 4 to this guy. They're all dead. The Thief gives me another strike. These guys, though, this is what the Harbinger's units always do. They just deal 1 damage to the boss, and they go right in the discard pile. So those cards, boss cards, never get player cards on the other side. They do other things. All right, there we go. That's 2 out of 12. Not bad. And yeah, I got a strike. I mean, I don't really want to play anything else, unless they get me money. Although I do only have 3 cards left in my deck, I think. Yeah, and I know one of them is fast, because I think you always start with a fast guy. So I'm going to level up and have to discard down to 3. So even though it's going to mess up that local target combo, I am going to play Thrive on Chaos to get 1 more credit. That's it for the main phase. No threats attack me. All my attacks get discarded. My ally doesn't yet, but hold on a second. And now we refill the battlefield. Here's the important part. So Thief comes out. Junker, there he is. Junker Cyclist. They have fast. They don't count as one of the threats comes out. Cerise and Thief comes out. And now my deck is empty. How do I level up? It says when there are no active threats and your deck is empty, which is not the case. Or if your deck is empty when a new threat must be added. Yes, I need a 4th threat because the fast guy is not counting. So let's go through this step by step. Advance both level discs by 1. So now I will be on the 2. I think you can always pick a lower level if you want. I don't know why you would want to. But now I'm going to always be picking from the 2. And if my thing advances, it's going to go 3, 4. So it advances a little bit more quickly. Now I discard all allies from play. So I will have to fight whoever's on the back of the Chief of Staff when he comes back around. I can trash any 1 card, which I will certainly do. I guess I'll trash one of my basic strikes away. The spare credits doesn't cost any action, so I don't mind drawing that one as much. I could have also trashed something from my hand. Oh, by the way, I should have discarded down to 3 cards, but I do only have 3 cards. Okay, optionally trash any card. Resolve any boss-specific effects. There is one. The Harbinger adds another boss enemy to our deck. So we're getting tougher enemies each time, but we're also getting a higher ability to damage him each go-round. And finally, we reshuffle all the cards. They come back, and then we'll keep on filling and get our 4th threat. What is it? Another Order Acolyte? Oh, Jesus, another Order Acolyte on top. The bad thing about those people is that you don't get any cards when you get them. All my actions should be gone, by the way. So sometimes if you have too many boss enemies, you can kind of cripple your card economy. All right, we're cool. We go to the upkeep phase. 3 actions, no allies to refresh, and we're going to draft. This time from level 2, and we only have, darn it, the council card, so we won't be able to get that 3 bonus even if we get a different faction. But hey, that's okay, Okay, so what we got? Rogue Hacker is an ally. Ooh, every time you exhaust him, you get an extra action point. That's that black arrow and a credit. That's pretty crazy. Local Bounty. Wow, these are all junker cards, that faction. Local Bounty. You do 2 damage and then Conspire 2. If you have at least 1 other card of that same faction, then I would get 2 credits. Or a 0. Dodge. I gain an action. I heal 1. And then Bargain is the keyword that's only on junker cards. I have to spend at least that many credits, -1 for each junker card in my hand or in play. So it always subtracts 1 for itself, so the base cost is going to be 2 credits. So it's 1 action, 1 healing, and 2. But yeah, I mean, the Rogue Hacker just seems crazy. Let's get him. And whoa, you know what? I forgot one of the most important things at the end of the round. I had to do Advanced Danger. So now all those skull values are going to be 1, which means a lot of these enemies are twice as hard. I also have this blue rotating thing, which means I can throw away, put on the bottom of the deck as many of these upgrades as I want and redraw. And yeah, let's see. This one, I don't have that many allies, and this one's better for Virans. Let's get rid of that. The Empowered, I don't like how much it boosts them. This one lets me get an extra action, but makes an enemy fast, which means I'll have a whole extra enemy. That seems a little bit too nasty. I don't mind that one. I don't mind that one. There's another fast. Okay, let's get rid of all those. Ooh, another arc capacitor. I like that. Or wow. Wow, I never got this one before. Look, it doesn't boost the enemy at all. It just gives me credits. So I'm making money by playing money. I love that. I mean, but of course it is filling up slots on my cards, so it's not 100% good. All right, it's coming back to here. Now, by the way, you are technically supposed to be able to know what's on the other side of enemies. You can kind of see this here. But this is one of the things that's a prototype. So like it's too hard to see. The cards tend to slide up so it gets hidden. But yeah, on the other side of this is my Imposed Sanctions card, which sadly is the same faction as local targets. Yeah, I don't think there's any card in here that's going to get me something that'll get the trashing effect. So whatever, I just won't worry about it. But let's certainly play the Rogue Hacker first. Yes, he's 2 actions, but he's immediately getting me 1 back and a credit. Actually, you know what? Hey, before we activate him, let's spend 3 of those credits to give him a las pistol. Since it's the start of a new go-through, I'll get a lot of damage out of this. So he's going to do 1 damage each time I exhaust him. Then I'll get an action and a credit and deal 1 damage. I think same thing as last time, right? I want to kill the Acolyte first because then he can kill somebody else for me. So he's 2, 3 damage. So let's put 1 there. But you know what? Let's keep spending money. I think I want to play a strike and not my local target. So let's get another arc capacitor. Let's do. It's going to leave me with 1 credit, but that'll go in. And yeah, let's go ahead and play this strike. So I get to do 2 and then 1. So let's do 2 first. Kill the Acolyte. I get to do 3 more damage to somebody else, and I'm going to hurt the boss. And here, I'll leave this 1 here to remember I need to do it. So 3 damage to somebody else. They all are 2. This guy has less attack. He has 1 defense. They have 2 attack. But he's fast. I definitely want to kill him first. So I don't have 4 enemies again. And I get a credit when I defeat him. So sure, I'll kill the Cyclist with the 3 damage from that guy, which gets me the Imposed Sanctions card. Oh, that's right. I didn't draw this before. So this is my other character's starting card. It's 2 actions. I deal 1 damage to each threat, ignoring taunt. And if I'm level 4, I do it again. It's pretty dang awesome. I got a credit from killing that guy. Okay, and then I still have this strike to resolve. So boop will go there. I'm sorry, that costs 1 of my actions. Then I have just enough to play 1 more strike, which would kill that guy. Is there anything I can afford for 2 credits to boost its damage? That would be a no, darn it. I could upgrade it with Virtualize, though, which would get me a shield and move my level up token. That would stop 1 of the 2 damage the guy's about to do to me. Although, do I really want to upgrade that many of my strikes when I'm probably trying to trash these? You know what? Sure I do. Sure I do. Let's get higher level cards quickly. So I'm going to buy that for, how much was it? Okay, I'll play that for my last action. So I'm doing 1 damage to kill this thief. Gets me another strike. And then I'm moving my armor up 1 and my level token 1 to the right. So I'll be at level 3 and then bounce back to 2 after I draft. And that's it. I do have 3 more cards, but nothing I can do with them. So we go to the threat phase. This guy's doing 1 plus 1 for the boss's danger level. So 2 damage. Armor always stops first. Then I take my first damage. And then I discard all played tactics. I lose any unspent action. I lose any armor. I get another Acolyte and another Thief. But this one I've upgraded. He has 1, 2, 3 attack. But when I defeat him, I get to move my level token. Oh, and there's one of the new enemies I never saw because they were on the back of one of the cards I drafted. And danger advances by 1. Which is bringing us to another nice little icon. Spend 1 credit to trash a card from play, hand, or discard. I have the credit. I boosted all my strikes. See, this is why I don't like that I was doing this. Here, you know what? I can afford to trash this strike in my hand, I think. Get out of here. Okay, but the skull value is still 1. Let's get to another turn. 3 actions and refresh. Let's draft. This level 3 card should be some pretty powerful options, hopefully. Wow, all of them are 0 actions and all of them are junkers. I did shuffle these. Okay, what's this guy? Tactic. 1 credit, 1 attack. If you have 4 more upgrades on cards in your discard pile, discard pile end in play, gain 1 action to deal 2 more damage. I do have 2 upgrades on the cards in my hand and 1 on my ally. I would need 1 more, and I have no credits right now. So that is a cool effect. It does kind of combo well, but Okay, what's this guy? He's an ally. Oh, he costs no actions. He just gives me credits and then lets me cycle cards in the upgrade deck. That's pretty cool. Or Hidden Cantina. It's a tactic. I get an action. Until the end of the turn, all other cards you play gain this effect. When played, deal 1 damage. Woo! Now, by the way, suckiest thing about all these being junkers is that I still won't get my trash a card local target bonus. Although I guess I don't really have anything I want to trash this time. I kind of like the hidden cantina. I just want to be able to do consistent damage. So boop, and there we go. All right, now how much damage do we actually need? I don't think I need to play the hidden cantina this turn. I think everything else. Well, maybe I can avoid playing local target again. Well, either way, let's go ahead and use the rogue hacker. So one more action, 1 credit, and I get to do a damage to somebody. I think I'll do it to the thief. Then when I play impose sanctions for 2, I get to do 1 damage to everyone, so that'll kill that guy and hurt him and hurt him. Sorry, that shouldn't be there yet. And actually, what the hell? Let's say we played Hidden Cantina, I guess. So they got me another action. Let's say we did it before we did impose sanctions. So I can do another one to the Order Acolyte, because then I can play 1 action to play strike. And that'll do the 3rd damage this guy needs. And then when I kill him, I'll also finish him off, and I get to level up 1. And I do another damage to the boss. All right. Not too bad, not too bad. And yeah, easy mode is a lot easier. We get 1 more turn at 1 before we finally go to 2. I have another cycle. I like these legitimate pay ones that don't actually boost the enemies. This is another Viren thing, and it has focus, which gives you bonuses for every card of the same faction. So, well, I guess it doesn't have to be on a Viren if I put it on like something that I have more. But now I'm trying to go for like kind of multiple factions here. That one's pretty good. That one's cheaper for a council. This one, meh. Oh, look at this. Auto Seeking. Yeah, it costs 5, but 4 damage and move your level token, although it boosts them by 2, but still 4 is a lot more than 2. All right, and I'm getting a level 3. Give me some variety this time. Oh, okay, it's Viren and then a lot of council. Well, I think, yeah, I think I want local target to finally work with Unite. So I guess I'll go for the Viren card. What is it? I heal 1, and then if I have another Viren card, I can refresh an ally, which I don't. Maybe I won't get this. Okay, this moves my level token, and then... Oh, and then I can trash entirely an active threat with damage? That's interesting. Well, speaking of threats, I'm getting ahead of myself. I moved danger, but forgot to actually spawn. All right, I got several taunt people. And terror is a little bit annoying. Whenever you deal damage to them, you lose an action point, if you have any. If you can make it work so that you don't have any action points when you do that, nothing happens. And of course, also, if you can kill them in one go, that makes them a lot easier. That's 3, 3, 3. Everyone's got 3 life this time and a bunch of taunts. Okay, back to drafting. All right, so... You can put damage on somebody and then trash them forever. The Doe has my credits card on the back. The Spoiling has my Thrive on Chaos, which just gets me credits, but it's way better than the Doe. And then this guy has my Dangerous Dealings that makes me do better for upgrades. So I kind of actually like that one. What's Admiral's Favor? God, that costs a lot of actions. Oh, but 2 damage, then 2 damage, then 2 healing. Then if I have at least 3 factions, I get to trash a card. Yeah, that has not been going great for me. I think I'm actually going to do Unleash Your Strength. I'm kind of getting too many council cards, the crystal ones, and not enough variety, but that's okay. Okay, and with my hacker, I do have enough actions to play all of these. I can do 3 damage, 5 damage, and just trash a threat. And so I think it should go fine. I don't have enough credits to really buy anything. So let's start out with the Rogue Hacker. Let's get another credit, get a 4th action, and do 1 damage to the Doe. I have 2 credits. Do I want to buy anything? So this Compad Uplink. It's 2, but free if I put it on a council card. So Unleash Your Strength or local target. And it's going to give the enemy just taunt, but when I defeat the enemy, I'll get +2 attack. So gosh, that's really kind of better. And then I gain the top card of the level 1 or 2 deck into my hand. That's another... Ooh, Viren. That would give me the 3 factions for my Unite powers if I want them. Or Viren Solidarity just gives me a bunch more actions. That's kind of cool too. So what's this guy doing? He's getting me an action and some armor, but equal to the number of Viren cards I have, which is not really what I want. Yeah, so as much as I do want that card, I think now is not the right time for it. So let's not spend anything, and let's do Unleash My Strength for 1 action. So I move my level token to the 3 spot, and then I can trash the Doe, which again is just a cruddy spare credits card, so get out of here. Right, but now I want to kill at least some of these guys. The Smite would kill him all by itself, but I will not have enough... Oh, crud, he's got taunt, so I can't kill this guy. Well, let's see. I'll play Strike. That's doing 2 and then 1 damage. I'll put it all on the Spoiling and kill him, which gets me Thrive on Chaos. I don't want to play that yet. Hey, I'll finally get my Unite ability. I do have enough actions to hit that guy for 2, and I would get the Unite ability if I wanted. So, okay, let's do that. So I'll play that, spend 2 actions. The Terror doesn't do anything because he can't take away actions if I don't have any. I'm only doing 2 of his 3 damage, so I won't kill him yet, and he'll hit me for 2 in a second. And now because I do have 3+ factions in my hand and in play, 1, 2, 3, I can trash a card. Ooh, and I do have a basic nothing strike in my discard, so let's get rid of that. And I'm hanging on to this. Gosh, I have like no way to do anything next turn, do I? I'm in a bad way. That's okay. Maybe we'll survive. Threat phase. I'm getting hit for 2. Ouch. Okay, and clean up phase. Okay, are we gonna run out of space again? No, we don't have fast. Okay, so we will not level up yet until the next time we have to add threats at the end of next round, or until we kill all 3 of them. So that's good. I'll keep him for a second. But now, we're at 2 danger. So God help me, I really need something good in the draft here, like something that can do some damage. Okay, national target. Trash a card, and then unite. Deal X single damage instances. Right now, that would be 3 damage. Okay, so that's something. Or veteran captain. When you first game this card, play it for free. That's cool. Although I really have enough actions anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Till the end of this turn, all cards you play with a printing cost of 2 or more deal 2 damage. That would give me 2 damage overall. And finally, Viren strategy. I would do 2 damage, and then 1 more for every Viren card, which I really have not been going for. Yeah, let's try national target, I guess. I'm definitely going to need some kind of upgrade this time, because I'm in a bad way otherwise. All right, so first I'll use the Rogue Hacker. And I really want to kill the Order Archivist, because then he can let me kill the Blade Master. So I'll get an action, I'll credit, and get to deal 1 damage. I'm going to put it on the Archivist, because then I can play Thrive on Chaos. If there are 3 more active threats, gain 1 credit, and there are, and then I am at level 2, gain a credit for each threat with damage on it, so that'll get me 3 credits. Heck to the yeah. And then I guess I want to boost this with something awesome. Ooh, I could do the auto-seeking, although it does make them a lot stronger. But yeah, man, I need some damage. I need some damage, so let's do it. So I'm going to spend 5 of my 6 to make this an auto-seeking national target. There we go. And then I'll go ahead and play that for 2 actions. Okay, I can trash a card. I think I'm gonna actually trash the local target that I got, because 2 damage is fine, but for 2 actions it's pretty darn expensive, and the Unite's not going off consistently enough, and I don't even need to trash that many cards, I don't think. Okay, and then I'm dealing, I've got 3 things, so I'm dealing 3 instances of 1 damage, plus a big instance of 4 damage, plus leveling up. I think they should all be dead. So the 4 damage first will kill that guy, which will do 4 damage, which will kill that guy. He's gonna hit the boss for 1. I'm getting a credit from him. Oh, that's my chief of staff. And yeah, I also got to level up from that national target. The boss is at 5 out of 12, so almost half dead. Okay, then I've still got a bunch of single damage instances. Each one will take away 1 action, but 1 will be enough to finish off this guy. And I get my dangerous dealings, which I don't want to play yet. Yeah, because all I've got in my hand is this, so let's keep it. So I take no damage from my threats. There are no active threats, so immediately I level up before I do anything. So all of this is gone, including my ally. Both level ups move 1, which is fun, because now I'm going to get a level 4 this turn, and then go back to level 3. I can trash 1 card. I think I probably want to. I mean, Thrive on Chaos is pretty nice, although drawing into it. Hidden Cantina is pretty good. I have all my strikes are pretty much leveled up. I don't think I want to get rid of Imposed Sanctions, because yes, it costs 2 actions, but I'm at level 4 this turn, so it'll be pretty easy for me to get the 2 damage to everything pretty soon. Yeah, so I think maybe I won't trash anything. It's kind of a terrible idea, right? Well, maybe I'll trash my stupid chief of staff. What's he doing? Oh, he's giving me armor, which would be 2. Actually, he's decent. Never mind. I'm not going to trash anything. All right, the boss throws us another boss threat, and here we go. Okay, still no threat phase. Then we resolve. We got a thief, an archivist, and an acolyte. We're going to get no cards in our hand, y'all. This is not great. We got a Varangian Stag. I don't even know what's on the back of that thing, but we'll tell you about that when we get to it. All right, and we can spend a credit to trash a card. I don't want to do that. I just skipped that opportunity a second ago. All right, so here we go. Let's get into a 4 card. Give me something good here. Wasteland Bounty, 1 action, 4 damage until the end of the turn. Each time you defeat a threat, gain 1 money. Oh, that's good. Call for aid. Just defeat X threats equal to unite number of factions, but 5 actions. That's literally impossible. I don't have enough consistent action gain, except that 1 ally. Call in a favor. Play the top card of your deck, then lose X. X is the card's printed action cost. After the threat phase, flip it over as an active threat. And then I get to heal some more. Nah, it's definitely got to be Wasteland Bounty. That card's awesome. All right, going into the new round. I have enough actions to play all of these. I do not have any upgrades on cards for the dangerous dealing, so let's maybe see if I can get away with not playing that. So I put the Chief of Staff down first. And then before I activate him, let's do the Wasteland Bounty. So I'm doing 4 damage. The boss is at plus 2. So this guy would not quite be killed by that. This guy would be killed by it. Then he could do 3. And that guy only needs 3. So yeah, I want to kill him, who will kill him, who will kill him. So if I just kill him, I'm good. And I think Chief of Staff with Wasteland Bounty should already be enough. So yeah, we'll do 4 from Wasteland Bounty. And I'm not going to use Dangerous Dealings yet. Oh, sorry, that was another action. Okay, now I'll do Chief of Staff. So I'm getting 1 damage, and because I'm at level 3 or higher, I get shields equal to the number of unique factions, which is 2, although it's not going to matter. But I'm doing 1 damage, which finishes this guy off. Yeah, because he's still level 2. Then I do 4 damage, which finishes this guy off, which does 3 damage. Oh, wait, that's not enough for this guy, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Gosh darn it. Well, hold on. What if I reverse this? Because he's going to give me a strike in a second, right? So I do 4, then 5, and kill that guy. Then I do 4 here, get a free level up, and kill this guy into my hand. Oh, wait, no, that's right, because that guy's doing 3 damage, so I'd be wasting a ton. Hold on. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'll just let the guy hit me. I have a lot of armor. Okay, so the 4 plus 1 damage is going to kill this guy. His 4 damage is going to kill this guy. I will get 3 damage on him, but he's not defeated yet. And I do 2 more damage to the boss, so he's at 7. But I think I don't want to play Dangerous Dealings. Hold on. I did get 2 credits from the Wasteland Bounty. I want to kill that guy. Can I put 2 upgrades on this to get its power to fire off? Seems a little silly, though. No, I don't think I want to do that. At least not this turn. So I'll let my last action not happen. He's doing 4 damage. So even with my 2 armor, I'll still take 2 damage. It seems bad. Because 2 for the boss, 3, 4 for the upgrade I gave him. But yeah, I can't even afford 2 upgrades. So no, I'm just letting him hit me. Gosh darn it. It's fine. Okay, so that goes away. I still have my Chief of Staff. We're just getting 2 new threats. Okay, so the Varenian Stag, actually this works out well, because he has the Craze keyword. If my current life when he spawns is this or less, he gives himself 2 damage immediately. So instead of having 3, 4, 6 life, he'll have only 4. And then, he's fast, stupid cyclist. And what is this? Oh my god, y'all. Yeah, I just got 5 threats, and I've got Chief of Staff and Dangerous Dealings in my hand. God, I hope the card I level up into is really powerful. Okay, Danger is leveling up by 1, which means I can trash some of these. I have 4 money. That one's not doing any damage. Forget these legitimate pay things. Forget things that give me actions. I want straight up attack. So let's just trash all these. Okay. Our capacitor for plus 3 damage. That's pretty good. It's going into the round. I really need something good here. Come on. I've got at least 2 actions to play with. Integrated optics. A 2 and then a 1. And then I level up equal to factions. That's pretty dang good. Royal armor, I don't have enough actions for. Dig up a secret. Choose 1 card from your discard pile that is level 3 or lower and add it to your hand. And then if I have another Junker card, which I do not. That's not Junker, that's silver. So I could add Wasteland Bounty to my hand and do 4 damage again. Level 3 or lower. That's level 4. Gosh darn it. So no, not. I guess it's you. All right, so I don't have enough stuff. Well, I can't forget. These guys are going to give me like actions and stuff. The Acolyte will kill somebody for me. But I've only got 3 actions here. I think I'm going to spend 4 to get this one on Dangerous Dealings. It is a Junker card, so it costs 2 less. It's only boosting them by 1. It gets me 2 credits when I defeat the enemy on the other side. And it gets me now an extra action for like whoever I kill and 4 more damage. So I'm not going to get the bonus here, but I will get some other stuff. Actually, you know what? I wonder here if I kill somebody. Yeah. If I kill this thief, then he'll be in my hand, and then I'll have 2+ upgrades on cards in my hand and in play. Okay, so how much does he have? Boss bonus is still 2. So this guy's only... Okay, perfect. So I'll do Chief of Staff. So he's doing 1 damage and then giving me 2 shield again. 1 damage will kill off this thief guy. When I defeat him, I get my level token up. But now, look at that. I've got 2 upgrades, in my hand. Heck yes. Okay, this is going to be great now. So I'm going to play Dangerous Dealings. Makes me think of my Peter in my game, Dark Dealings. So I'm spending 1 action. I get 1 action back immediately. I get 2 credits. And then I get to do 4 damage and then 2 damage because I have enough upgrades. So let's see. 4 damage will kill this guy straight up. So that'll hurt the boss. And I get to do 3 more damage. And I've still got the 2 damage strike. Let's leave that there. So 3 damage to somebody. This guy's got 3 exactly, and he gets me an action, so let's do that. Oh, it's my hidden cantina. Then I've still got 2 more. This guy needs 4. This one needs 3. I've got enough actions to do... my integrated optics would do 2 and 1. I want to get this 3 money, so let's put the 2 damage on this guy. Then let's do integrated optics for 2. Wait, didn't pay for... No, I did pay for dangerous dealings because it paid for itself. Yeah, and they got an action from one of the guys I killed. Okay, so I think I'm good. So I'm getting 2 damage, then 1, then I'm getting more level ups. So the 2 damage will finish this guy off, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I get 3 credits. What is he? Oh, he's that Unleash My Strength card. Okay, and then the other 1 damage will go here. And I get... how many? Unique factions. I've got Council and Junker, and that's it. So I get 2 level up moves. Ooh, maximum power, I'll be at level 6. Okay, and then I could clearly kill this guy with Strike. Do I want to? Because I'll waste 1 point of damage, but it is an action. But I'm not going to use... okay, I guess I will. So I'll go ahead and do that for 1 action, which easily kills him. I get another credit. And I've got, my Imposed Sanctions. But I won't be on level 4 unless I find a way to level up first. Darn. But still, I got a ton of money. That was good. I got through everybody. Okay, I lose my action points. I didn't need my armor. All this is gone. Okay, I got a Spoiling, a Thief, a Cult. Oh, Craze 5 again. I guess it's good that I got down to 2-5 life, isn't it? Yeah, because now that guy's only 3 life. That's great. Or 4. Okay, new round. Let's see how things go. Here's what I'm really excited for. Give me some power. All right. So it's a Junker, 3 damage. Conspire. If I have another card, I always have another. Yeah, I have a lot of Junker cards. I got 1 in my hand right now. And cool. Return this card to your hand if you discard another card from play. Ooh, so I can just keep on doing 3 damages. Yeah, but that's not that. Okay, Uprising is Viren. Gain 1 and deal 2 for each 1 action you have after paying this card's cost. Until the end of this turn, each time you gain an action, deal 2 damage. I don't have a ton of ways to gain actions, but I have some. And even by itself, if I play this as my first action, that'll get me 4 damage and 2 credits. That's crazy good. Motorbike Barrage. Just 1 action and 4 damage. And then if I spend enough credits, discounted by Junker, which would mean right now it would cost me 2, I can do 4 damage again. Gosh, that's ridiculous. Feel like Motorbike Barrage is the best one, but I do, for all my things that count how many factions I have, yeah, let's get the Uprising. I want to finally splash into Viren a little bit. Oh wait, I definitely didn't advance the boss. Oh no, now we're at +3. Okay, so I definitely want to play the Uprising first. Ooh, I can play Hidden Cantina. Okay, this might be kind of overkill, but maybe I need that. Should I buy any upgrades first? Medal of Loyalty. Nah, that boosts them too much. Las Pistol is not too bad. Ooh, Flow Skin Armor. Oh, it's only for a ally, and it's better if it's on a Viren ally. But all it does is give the enemy taunt, which doesn't really bother me at all. Plus actions and armor. Oh my god, every time you exhaust them? I think that's worth it. I think it's worth it. I'm going to spend 5. So remember, actions are going to be making me money with that 1 card in a second. All right, so Chief of Staff, you are now armored up, baby. All right, how much damage do I actually need? Because Uprising right now is going to do 8. So wait, the boss is at 3. So that guy's 4. That guy's 5, and he's got taunt. And then that guy's 3 more. So 4, 6, 11. Never mind, I do need a lot of damage. All right, so then what the hey? Let's play Hidden Cantina. Gets us a 4th action. Everything else I'm going to play is +1 damage. Then let's go and do Chief of Staff. He gets me an armor. He gets me a 5th action. You can only have up to 5 at a time, by the way. He does 1 damage, which has to go to my taunt friend. And then I am level 3. And how many factions? I have 3 factions, so I get, oh man, I'm at 5 armor. That is too much armor. Okay, now I don't think I'll need Imposed Sanctions. Let's see if maybe I do. I'm going to do Uprising for 1 action. So for each other action I have, which is 4, I'm getting 1 credit. So that gets me to 5 credits, and I'm doing 2 damage. So this is 4 instances of 2 damage. This guy's got 5 life. So 2 of the 4 will kill him. And I've still got that and that. Okay, the Harbinger Cultist has 3 life left. This guy has... oh, he's also got taunt. Everyone's taunting me. So okay, I guess I'll do the other 4 to him. So he be dead. And I just got to do 3 to this guy. Oh, crud. Do I have no way to, do damage? Well, I can just let him attack, right? He's going to do 3 damage. I've got 5 armor. That's not a big deal. 4 damage, and actually I have to do 4 to him to kill him. Because, yeah, the strike wouldn't really help at all. The Imposed Sanctions I should have used when there were multiple threats. And the Thrive on Chaos is better when there's multiple threats. So I think I hang out this turn, let that guy stay, and then kick butt next turn. Although I hate that I have a billion D5 actions that I didn't use, but so it goes. All right, so he's hitting me for 3-4. My armor easily stops that. We're getting an Order Archivist to hurt the boss, and a Thief. And I'm about to level up again, for better or worse. All right, and I can trash market stuff. That one seems pretty darn good. I don't think I need more armor. Making cards cost less, but boosting the enemies by a ton? Nah. I like that one. I like that one. Yeah, I'm just trying to kill things, y'all. All right, what am I going to get? I've been through like almost the entire level 3 deck. Scrap Hunter. Deal 2 to target threat for each upgrade on that card, ignoring taunt. It's kind of interesting. Oh, it's an ally. I'm about to level up. I don't really want to have an ally right now. Oh, she's also an ally. Discard one active non-boss threat with damage. Super powerful. I mean, I guess I could just hold on to him and play him after. Or aid from the resistance. Get 6 armor. Until the end of the turn, your allies in play gain this effect. When exhausted, gain 1 action and deal 2 damage. Wow. Oh, you know what? Scrap Hunter is kind of awesome because I've upgraded so many of my cards and I'm going to keep doing it. So let's get him. Let's get him. Although I don't want to play him if I can help it because he'll immediately get discarded. I'd rather just keep him in my hand. All right, now I see a pretty cool combo with buying, so I'm going to do it. Oh, sorry, let me get my actions. Okay, so I'm spending 3 credits. I'm giving Impose Sanctions a back alley deal. Although, you know what? I'm realizing this combo is not as important because it's going to level it up so that I'll get to do its double damage thing. But in a moment, I'll level up to level 4 anyway, and it'll always fire off. But whatever. Okay, so I'm going to play, I think, this first. I don't really have anything else I need to care about, right? Oh, no. First, I want to do Thrive on Chaos. I don't know if I can hurt everybody with Impose Sanctions first. That's better. So yeah, let's do Impose Sanctions for 2 actions. So I get a credit. I level up. Oh, if I do Bargain 2, but that's free because it's subtracted for each council now, so that's awesome. And then I'm going to deal 1 to each threat, ignoring taunt, and because my level up is at 4, I'll do it again. So I'm doing 2 damage to everybody. Pretty friggin' good. Then I'll play Thrive on Chaos, which is going to get me 4 credits. Holy crud. I don't mind you at all, Thrive on Chaos. Okay, now I actually got to murder these guys. So the Cultist has 7. The Archivist has 6. The Thief has, what is it? I'm at 3. So 5. 5, 6, 7. Of course, this guy would let me do 4 more, which could finish off either of them. I really don't want to play the Scrap Hunter. Can I boost the Strike to be damaging enough? Well, I still have the Chief of Staff as well, so I could actually play both if I need to. Let's see, I got like $1 billion right now, so I could certainly boost the Strike once more. All right, I can't Conspire Mind Link my Strike because it has no faction, so the Conspire thing would never help. I guess the Arc Capacitor, right? Or the Repeating. Costs 2 less value to a Council card. But yeah, that would do 3. Well, this is better. It only boosts them by 1. Sure, let's make this a Repeating Strike. Or sorry, whatever that was. So that cost me, how much was it? 4. I still got 3 left. All right, now I'm going to play this for my last action at the moment, although I'll get one back from the Chief of Staff if I want. So I level up again. I think I'll be at 6. I get an armor, and I'm doing 3 and then 1 damage, which I think is all I need for the Order Archivist, right? Yeah, they're at 6, so 3 and then 1 will kill him. Then I get to do 4 more, and I do 1 to the boss. So this guy's 1, 2, 5. This guy is 3, 6, 7. Oh, so they both got 3 left. This guy's doing 4 damage. This guy's doing 5 damage. So I guess I'd rather kill him, and I get a credit. Oh, and it's my Rogue Hacker credit. I don't want to play another ally like him either. Okay, but I will use the Chief of Staff. I'm doing 1 damage to the Thief. I do have the level, so I'm getting how much armor? I think I have every faction. No, I don't have any Viren. Oh, and I don't have any silver. Oh, and I do have a silver, so I get 3 more armor. So I'm at 4. Oh, and then he gives me another 2 armor and another action. So I have way more than enough armor, but I don't want to kill this guy right now because that would require playing out one of these cards. I don't want to do that. So we'll stop there. These are all getting discarded. I lose my action points. This guy tries to hit me for 4, 5, but fails. And then when I refill, I have to level up. So my Chief of Staff goes away, but I'll keep both of these allies. Oh, and this guy is taking the 2 for being crazed. And yeah, my default level is 4. I'm at 6 again. I get another boss card. By the way, this is going to advance, and I can trash a card for 1 money. I don't think I will. And I only need to do 3 more damage. I got this. And here we go. That guy's got 6 left, but I can do 4 damage if I kill him. I've got some allies that give me actions. Well, let's go get my level 6 card. Give me something good. I'm going to spend 3 actions, but get 1 back. So I can do a 1 action or 0 action card. Here we go. The Might of the Resistance. Until the end of this turn, your allies in play gain this effect. When exhausted, resolve their triggered effects twice. Woo, that's pretty darn good. Or Kanadu X. Focus. Oh. No, I don't want Viren focus stuff. What is this one? The Might of House Silver. 5 damage. Until the end of this turn, you may place non-boss threats on the bottom of your deck when defeated. Each time you do so, draw 2 cards. That's cool. I don't have enough actions for you, but you're very nice. Okay, I'm getting the Might of the Resistance. And I want to level... Ooh, that's right. He's got a bonus when I level him up. So let's Let's level up one of these guys some more. How much money do I have? 4 at the moment, although he's going to get me more. So here, let's spend 3 to give this rogue hacker dual laser pistols. Heck yeah. Okay, then I'll play Might of the Resistance for 1. So I'll trigger any people I activate twice. Then I'll play the rogue hacker, and so he's going to get me 2 more actions. Oh, sorry, that cost all my actions, but then he gets me back 2 actions. He gets me 2 credits, and he's doing 4 instances of 1 damage each. All right, now let's see how much damage. This guy, I don't want to kill. I do want to kill him. But the scrap hunter can't help me do it. The thief has what? He's still at level 3. So 4, he's 5. So 2 would kill him. Let's go ahead and do that, I guess. And then I think 2 more on the archivist, maybe. Okay, I get to move my level up thing, and I got a strike. Cool. Okay, so now I'm gonna play the scrap hunter for 1. And I get to trigger his effect twice, which is to do 2 damage to a threat for each upgrade. So I'm going to do 2 and then 2 again. So that'll be 6. And this guy is 3, 6, 8. So he has 2 life left. Oh, wait, this still isn't enough. I need to kill that guy, and he's a 6. So I need to do 4 damage to him. The strike's doing 3. Can I boost it again? No, the only one I can afford is hollow plate, and I can't even put it on it. I can't afford repeating. Darn it. All right, how much am I going to get my butt kicked here? This guy's doing way too much damage. I got to kill him. Okay, so I'll play the strike, and that'll do 3 damage. So I'll do the 2 to him first, which does kill him, and then the 1 left over to this guy, so he's not quite dead. I got 1 credit. I got national target, but I don't have enough to play it. Okay, so I'm just going to tank some damage from this guy. I think I'll be okay. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. So I'm taking 3 damage, and I have no armor. Ouch. Then I'm discarding my tactics, but I have my allies. I'm getting an order acolyte, and a junker cyclist, and a oh my god, it's fast land again, and that guy. Ooh, but order. I think if I kill both of them, do I win immediately? I think I do. Oh no, I need to do 3 damage, not 2. That won't be enough. Oh, and they're all 4s now, and I only have like 2 turns left. Okay, but it's okay. I got a pretty good card in my hand. I got 2 decent allies. Okay, good. I do have a few targets for the scrap hunter. And my little thing's on level 5. Let's see what I can get. So I'm going to have 4 actions. The national target only requires 2. So I could get Council Peacekeepers to do 4. Oh, man, that's great. What's 10 meters under? Deal 10 damage. You may split this effect as you choose among X targets. That is the best card I've ever seen. Wow, that's a good card. Okay, then Overseer Caligari. Gain 4 until now. Forget you. He's good with bargains. I got to get 10 meters under. That card's ridiculous. All right, and that also gives me 3 factions. So national target's going to do 4 damage, and then 3 instances of 1. So that's 7 damage. 8, 9 damage, 10, 11 damage, 21 damage. I think I'll be fine. I might not even need to use all of these. Well, let's start off with the hackers. I'm getting 1 more action. I'm getting a credit. Getting 2 instances of 1 damage. Now these guys all have 4. So this guy's just rage. There's no taunt right now. The Order Archivist needs 4 more damage. I don't know. I'll start hitting the Order guys because they'll give me more damage afterwards. And then I think I'm going to play National Target next. So I can trash a card. I mean, I don't really care. I think the game will be done before I go through my deck again. And I'm doing 4 plus 3 instances of 1 and then level up. Okay, so the 4 has to go here, which will finish him off, which means I get to do 4 more damage. And then here I'll put the 3 ones I'm about to do there. That's 1 more to the boss. I need to do 2 more. Okay, and then I'll just hit this guy with his 4. Let's keep it simple, which gives me 3 more. That's another damage to the boss. I just need 1 more. Where do I want the 3 to go? Well, that guy's the annoying one that will mess me up if I hit him. Let's do the cyclist, maybe. Okay, so that's, he's got 2 left, so let's put 2 of national targets on him, so I get a credit and he's dead. And I get, my imposed sanctions card, I like that. And I've still got 1 here, I'll put it on the frill bay, so he needs 4 more, and that guy needs 3. Or we could just do 10 meters under, and use 2 actions, and split 10 damage and kill them all. Gets me another action. And I get 2 credits when I defeat him. Ooh, and then I got a lot of goodness. So I think I got an action for one of them, but I'm not going to use it because I want to keep all this stuff. All right, so this all goes away. And if I draw the right enemies, this should be all she wrote. All right, yep, because there's an Order Archivist for the last kill. Of course, we are, we would advance 1, and then we would lose. So we had this round and next round. So we are winning only with 1 round left extra. And I get my final new card. I don't know if enough actions for most of these. What's this one? Banish. Discard 1 active threat. And then Conspire. If I have another silver card, discard another active threat. I don't, but dang, that's pretty cool. Sure, let's get that. You know what, just for fun, let's create an ultra card here. Dangerous dealings with a wanted, which means now, oh my god, gets me 4 credits. It has 2 upgrade cards on itself, so it gets 2, 4, 6, 10 damage, plus it's a free action to play. That's a pretty good card. And then, hey, once it turns around and becomes this guy, whoops, yeah, so like I said, the the spacing's not quite right. But once he becomes this guy, then he would have 4 life. The Scrap Hunter could kill him for free, and then I would get 4 credits. That's great. All right, so yeah, clearly this will be pretty straightforward. I don't know, let's play Hidden Cantina, so I get +1 action, and every card is going to deal an extra damage when I play it. Then let's go and do Impose Sanctions. I do 2 damage to every threat. Oh, which actually kills this guy? Oh, wow, yeah. He's pretty weak. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure this will be more than enough. Hey, Dangerous Dealings. All right, so 4 damage. What's the boss at? Okay, this guy's 7. So 4 and then 1 of the 3 2s would kill him, which would do 4 more damage. Okay, yeah, they're super dead. So, woo, we won on easy mode against the basic boss. But I'm going to record a higher difficulty on our Patreon page. This one, I think, is what I'm going to do, Duoma's Menace. It's actually got like a little choose-your-own-adventure-like thing with these event cards you advance through, little story cards. There's also the Triumvirate where you're moving to like different locations. Well, not really moving to different locations, but having to like attack different locations. That's really cool. But yeah, this one I think is the most unique, so I'm going to play that on a harder difficulty. We'll see how it goes on the Patreon. But let's get to my thoughts about this one. I mean, what do I say? I friggin' love this game. Okay, it's very much Warp's Edge-ish to me, and it's in a solo series, which kind of invites that comparison. But the tactical play of abilities, the fact that when you kill enemies, it gets you something in sort of a different way than Warp's Edge, because it goes immediately to your hand. I love that. I've not been a huge fan of the John D. Clare card constructing games that much. The main one I play was Mystic Vale. I know it's his first one. But I find this like really exciting. I love that you are both boosting the enemies and yourself, so you got to kind of weigh the pros and cons of that. I love this whole like enemy on one side, card on the other. There's tons of variety in which cards you get. Your starting character and those 3 unique cards that you start with really changes things up. Now this is, I'll say this is meatier, crunchier than Warp's Edge because the cards have so many more like combos and abilities. So deck building fans, I think, are going to love this one. It does a thing that I love in deck builders, which is where you have limited actions. So it's not just an obvious, hey, I play my whole hand, I got 5 attack kind of situation. Instead, you got to make very detailed choices. Reminds me of my favorite deck builder designs, Imperium's card play or Battle for Greyport, any of those kind of things where you're kind of like limited in what you do. Oh, Core World is one of my favorite ones. So this has a lot of cool stuff going on there. The upgrading is awesome and interesting. Getting these cards and like the level up thing is really cool. The limitations on your hand are super intriguing because you got to kill enemies to get cards. You can get into a bad spot where you just aren't drawing enough and you lose, but that's the challenge of the game, to keep sort of your economy going. And the bosses are super varied. Now, there are only 3 in what they sent me. But, I've played the Harbinger like 3 times now, and it's still fun every single time because I'm leveling up differently and I'm doing different stuff. So even if I just had the Harbinger, it would be okay. But with the addition of the other ones, I think this game has legs. Now, I very much hope, how much I like this design, I very much hope that they'll have expansions one day, or even like in the crowdfunding campaign, you can get a few extra bosses and even more cards and stuff. That would be awesome because I love this one. So yeah, highest recommend for me. I cannot imagine, unless they just, completely like bungle the release of the game or something, I cannot imagine that this will not easily go quickly up to one of my favorite deck builders of all time. That's just how I'm feeling about it when I play it. After I play, I immediately want to play again. Like, what more can you say about a game than that? So yeah, I'm in love with Unstoppable, and I want to play it more. So go check out the crowdfunding page, and thanks for watching, everybody. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.